There is admitted that Thraipingsis has the fusion of attained by the Alpo fusion of the 1913 PDs. Pais astatai, NordVPN ordlastai, Surfshark ovai 8 h 4 8 8. By sisu way si sisu way sisu way sisu way sisu, to VPN from teaching as difficulties sisu is to may sisu waste again. I might by the time of poached use is distinguished dia. Distinguished dia before the shop of by the session that putting you, which is by the session and the compact as teacher. EBN watching states, these eyes place action is a seeds as quitted up and these eyes soul teats, watching 2 arch ni, 2 arch of nates. IP of place and the soul shark of my cheese and Judy of peas in says, soul shark of Casten, soul shark of Caste. Stasi, VPN. Cube Stasi, Opia Stasi, Andasi Stasi, Opia Stasi, IP EPN does not secure by N as I as A as EPN. Node security and does not any IPN as A affiliate as A does not security as A is Assad. Slightly either has PT who would be says I that I and wearing racon that the was over where I and for that was I leave in my enemy. Yes, if you now want to sip is about the canas to particle C. Yes, if chuck to whack to colami. NordVPN for me is an 314 port 4 recon this. Which has to Surfshark to our booting is an $. NordVPN for me. As Surfshark Fark is well I Surfshark Fies. Why we CBN for me, given sense of flows chair, because he will happy upon doing so, that was Surfshark for me. In I say, of course like CISO, you are course like CISO, of course like CISO post like CISIS. You are course like CISIS is to play the nice, of course like CISIS. You are course like CISIS is the place, of course taxis. Where course taxis is the can be, of course taxis is a course taxis. By guard party, WireGuard party for C, and site party phi, WireGuard party. OpenVPN, party side, Discord C, party, the same query side. Surfshark party side, parties. NordVPN was speak and pass, the PCS is ahead to be grouping NS, but is to be explorance of was RSC, to be and so for explorance ad, to coscans of his eyes, these can checked. Surfshark, PC. He's this is people handy, and people est and bezel and people handy mat spatzer, not people handy zisti. DNS IPCCs, DNS DC. DC is I pi of I pi R acha is I acha is I A I R. VPN for pi ICCs I R of A acha E switch I acha is A of IC A pi acha is A is I R. If to lies to be Easter and a society is ties to go in school is portecon tipini is to be anistized of 5 for my node VPN padisa size thou. I is a pupian dax is said it so as sporting for C is a pupian is metaphor but contained. The sepo is a pupian C is a pupian chat. NordVPN 4000, 7600 masses BDAs in DDTAS PASPIK, 110,000 Surfshark Hardhouse, 1200 masses, 100 masses BDAs. NordVPN, NordVPN. If I constitution sex, DBN, AFOS war or Titians of war and its station, BBN you can all. Why is my people been they powing them my be no to seeking them, which is state and I'm teaching them my picobita condisi. Ayisu, the 4BCH Ayisu, my 100 it's I. Isur I tixur I and far Ajisu. You has done I percent, 90% IT%, 100 isu I chisu, 90%, 90 is I, she is I. Surfshark, a year for way, a year for way, a year for way, a year for way, for way, a year for way, percent passing way, a year for way, a year for way, 2%. Surfshark 2%. I be sore, boo boo, and NordVPN, why sevi I sevi sentai, I sevi sent, boo boo, why sevi sentai, 73%. Lastly, there was I was 16 of I was 16 based, so I was 16 mean and inti meaning, which was I was 16 in meaning that is the manager of a coming, by was I was 16 in by so. Is it I is Caribbean, is it I is. Disney as I is Caribbean, but mime is books Disney, HBO Max, Amazon Prime I is Caribbean, I is Caribbean as I or by mine as ex Caribbean. A kamapa ati atakejidai and it say iya pa by a wakeji I atakejid and ba for each more basts. Passing, a nice of Surfshark, Surfshark of tea and seashare, passing for tea is gay. Testinga, by Damalafor, NordVPN affair in iya for wani pass its hour. I am barpata you, I am baria for wani pass its hour. Nordlis sao. Why, you as bass. Nordlings by zao. Nordlings by Surfshark with buys. Surfshark visa is for shark visa is for shark. By season 90, especially the pharmacy, which is an 90 is an masti 90 surfstaka. Surfstaring times is an 90 is splashing test. Open VPN, I load is kinda load is an 90, that is 90 is an RD 90. Who will be 1840 and the reason and vectation and datus and the reason always have be printed and admitted. NordVPN, then size amarit, size, nes lay size, Surfshark is I size, well is I size. 3. EC. The Bratzer Farken EC, his 4. Had brand pies by Tamin Behaim Potnami Adwell configure first. I he's in Bratzer Fark, those configure to Bratzer Fark. YC is, at board sing is impleasing advice, the pre is every to Bratzer Fark, and that is impleantic IB isput PN, Mashnetsai isput com by B. Meshnetsai isput com by B sai is my net combined or economy an idea of cute farmer asmo. See things and there and they spoke of the former was hoped to be anything but the 6 and days as the days and days I. Keep and this min was called and distinction to the bellas of Ponsids, no co was hoped to be undistinct. NordVPN, to RVPN, splitanaling, to peg hour, CPN, one can see, his buffered march for the end, to peg hour is going to be, his buffered end. Nati is I am patient as NordVPN. IPN das patient as patient as patient as Starshark is das patient as patient. Alternative ser, iser as diser, iser, threat protection, NordVPN. By D if I5 if by D is school, IP is school. Two components the his is school, IP is school, IP dist, IP is school, IP10. Two components then IP is school. T cell lies IP is school, IP. Ipo may say you multi-hop RP as E, SPOD, PN so forth. VPN Arbicanation, DPN which are multi-hop ISCC BN breaches PN. Camouflage, TB. You go to Fais, Toplapo, Fais Chamishi, and DBN, Voplapo, Fais Chukodi, Subshark, Dutch TPN, I miss T, his T is this T. Wanasu, I use the sum, Dutch TPN, I use T. I am DCCC, Surfshark de is. The Polsami Consul and the Breakish are the affair shark as Surfshark will be as CCs is that as CCs is the CCs. Windows, Mac, iOS, Android, Linux CE. To bright Android, Makuchai, H plus Fides as H plus Fi. Windows, Makuchai, H plus Fides, H plus F. Surfshark, Kukasta. Surfshark start. All fast start, Kukasta. Du kannst dort, du kannst dort, du kannst dort, du kannst dort. Inicie da fafo Surfshark VPN. Surfshark ecast dot asta. EBN. VPN as sodafy a mojtuafy as sodafy a mojfy a mojfy a mojfy. BBN by a sodafy a mojfy a mojfy. Who was a body of Ali D, and you like C of his also being card by Hasid G, that will be animated at Arjo punishment in the towns of the use of guard by pages, will have converse G's and the time of his last made it Arjo upon it. NordVPN, MiPN, BPN, Paksai, ASACC, ASAC, 12.99, 12.99 ASAC. No line me, he who had I would be into year and in this aligning level of people I means and a mind can bear thee. Any 9.80 999 I9990 Wednesdays DC7 a 0.90 Wednesdays DC7 as portion 9 it is best 9 and I99 IT8 each 7 like 4.86 Pusiba astality which stands for astality in the adity. This C precise he should 0.39 he should about 4.39 white 4.36 issued about 4.36 so my issued about 36 is Surfshark papizisi as anakechi as wachak papizisi as wachachak Surfshark medbn abizisi as wachak bcn famisi as amisi as wachachach papizisi for easy as wachachach for pizin baidi as all b wedi Tikambai IS of 47, PIDS 47, PID 88, 47.88, 47.88. This Surfshark, this established a Surfshark, is established for established a Surfshark for established, this 120 cell and by star 120 safety. TC E tau. The copy is sao E tau I fear X I wish to. Tau DC E tau EC tau. ATC is C shark I please tau. BC is R shark I feel is C shark I please tau is the mouth in there. Not VPN. What VPN that's what 60s. I think guys beating you are what such or 60s watch. Up 80s to DU for VPN. I am IB. I am IBU. I am extinguished you. I am IBU. I am IB in night. I am forced for 69 state and seems to I am IU staff that by 80 114 dynasty 99 state. That by T9 state that by Dean I am 8 Surfshark can see studies. It's studies that is a percent of 40% of which it 40% of which is 40%. It's that is a percent of which is 40%. It's that is a percent of which is Surfshark 40% of which is NordVPN that is a percent NordVPN. DBNBNCNE wa e. Luckily, like a little open my 9. ECCC Apian Poselecant. When the Tipan Passport takeoff hours, Apian possesses ECC's passport system. Aposite, the Stixylum BT and Surfshark 1 party C, more Surfshark 1 party C. Is then party C and number T is then high a proset. 1 bar T is an BT is then how is done a proset, but the number of being informant and how is done conian. That there is client with side of client with parenters, which we had said Irene from my mind as then being seen in the parent. Now, profit.